On the board, you have sack question. Now, how do we tackle this question? Very simple. You don't need to waste your time when you have a question like this on the board. All you need to do is just to tackle it very easy. Now, let's do this without wasting much of our time. Now, you have log x plus 1 to base 2 plus log x minus 3 to base 2 equal to 3. Before I'm able to simplify this to get x as our answer, first of all, you have your solution. Now we're going to obey the law of logarithm, which says when you have an addition, you have to multiply. How? It says log A plus log B is the same thing as log A times B. See it down. Log A base 2 plus log B base 2 will give us log A times B base 2, which will give us log AB to base 2. So this formula will just be now using the logarithm, the formula for logarithm. Now let's simplify this, or let's put this here, substitute this to use it to solve it. Now how do we do that? So now this will be log x plus 1 in a bracket to base 2 times log x minus 3 close the bracket to base 2 equal to 3. You see that? Log this times log this. Now we'll take one of the log. You see log 2, open the big bracket, you have your x plus 1 and you have your x minus 3 equal to 3. See it down. So what should be the next thing we need to do? First, we need to change this logarithm to ordinary number. We change this logarithm now to ordinary number. How do you change it to ordinary number? If you watch now, to change this to ordinary number, the 2 here that is the base goes to that place to become a whole number, and the 3 there becomes the power. How? Now what you do, you bring this down. X plus 1, x minus 3 equal to, this 2 here becomes a whole number, and the 3 here change to the power, becomes a power. Now what should you do here now? In order to do this, this will become your x plus 1, x minus 3. 2 raised to the power of this is 8. So we have 8 here. Now having done this, now what should we do to the next one? Now we need to expound. It brings us to expansion of number. Now we need to what? Expound. How do we expand this? We use this to expound this. So it becomes your x, open the bracket. We are using this to expand this. So it becomes your x plus 1. You close the bracket. The next is minus 3. You have your minus 3, x plus 1. You close the bracket, equal to your 8. Now what should you do? We multiply. So you open the bracket by saying x times x is x squared plus x times 1 is x minus 3 times x is 3x minus times plus is minus 3 times this is 3 equal to 8. So what should we do next? Here will be x squared plus x minus 3x will give us minus 2x, then minus 3 equal to 8. So what should we do? That 8 outside, we'll bring it inside. How do we do that? It's now become x squared minus 2x. We'll collect our like terms, taking the minus 3 outside, which becomes your 8 plus 3, which will give us your x squared minus 2x equal to 11. So what we did now, we collected our like terms. We took the minus 3 outside, becomes plus, we added it, give us 11. Now let's bring the plus, this 11, positive 11 inside. It becomes your x squared minus 2x. There's a positive 11 here. When it comes, this becomes minus 11 equal to 0. Now let's factorize. In order to factorize this, This cannot be factorized using the number of factorization, because if you watch, you have to look for the factors of 11. The factors of 11 will not give us these. So the only way in which this can be factorized is by using the formula, factorization formula. That's the only way in which this can be factorized, or we call it the almighty formula. And what is the formula? The formula is given to us by x is equal to minus b plus minus, you have your root, you have your b squared minus 4ac over 2b. This is the only way we can use to factorize this, by using this formula, the formula method, using the formula method. Why some calls it the almighty formula? Why I call it the formula method? So we're going to use this formula method to work on these. Now, before we use it, if you watch, now, this x squared represents your a, which is the 1. Now, here, the variable, the coefficient of x here is 1. The coefficient of x here is minus 2. While this is your c, which is minus 11. So we have to split it now. This is how we do it. Now, to split it, you have your a. Your a is 1. Your b here is minus 2. Now your c represents minus 11. So this is a, b, and c. Now we substitute this inside. So we have to substitute this inside. It becomes equal to minus, now the b has minus 2, becomes minus 2. You have your plus minus, you have your b again, the b also is minus 2, becomes minus 2 squared minus, you have your 4ac. This 4ac means 4 times a times c. So you have your 4 times your a is 1, times your c is minus 11, in which you have here minus 11. Now, it will be all over your 2 times the b is minus 2. So having done this now, let's solve. Now, solving, we're coming to this side, we want to simplify these. Now, to solve this, he said equal to, remember, there is the b is minus 2, so there's a minus 2 here because of b is minus 2. Look at the b squared outside. If you watch, this one is for the one inside, and the b here has a minus, so this minus is the one outside, then the b itself has minus 2, which is the minus 2 inside. You see it now? So what do? So we say the minus outside cancels the minus inside, because our b is minus b and the b has a minus 2, which is this minus 2. So the minus outside multiplied by the minus inside, negative times negative, give us a positive 2. So here you have your 2 plus 2. Then you have your plus minus. Then we'll still work on the 1 there. Now, working on the 1 here, you have minus 2 raised to the power of 2. Minus 2 raised to the power of 2 means minus 2 times minus 2. Minus 2 times minus 3 is a positive 4. Because minus times minus is plus. 2 times 2 is 4. So we have 4. Now you have, if you watch here, you have minus 4 times 1 times minus 11. You've seen it now. But to take it step by step, we'll say minus times minus will give us plus here. You have 4 times 1 is 4. Times 11 is 44. So you have your 44 all over 2 times minus 2, which is your b. See it down. This is your 2a. This is your 2a. The formula is 2a. So our a is 1. This is your 2a. b squared minus 4ac over 2a. So our a is 1. So which gives us 2. See it out. So after this, what should you do? Now the next thing, we add up the one in the bracket. You have your equal to your 2 plus minus. This time this will give us your 48 over your what? Over 2. So having said this like this, what should be the next thing? Is 48 can be splitted. You watch the 48 here can be splitted. You can get 2 factors of 48. 2 factors that will multiply together to give us 48. You see it now? Now, in order to do that, we have this 48. To look for the factors, you have your 12 times 4. See now, 4 times 2 is 8, 4 times 1 is 4. So these are the two factors we are going to use. We use these two factors, 4 and 12, which will give us this 48. See now, one is rational and the other one is irrational. We use irrational and irrational numbers to give us this. Now, to do that, here it will be equal to your 2 plus the minus. You have your 4 times your 12. Then all over the 2. Now, the same thing, you put your 2 minus. Now, we're going to separate this. This is root 4 and root 12. Square root of 4. You have to separate it now. It will be like this. 12 all over 2. Then you have your 2 plus minus. Square root of 4 is 2. Now, if you watch, this here can be splitted into 2. Into irrational and irrational, which will give us your 4 times 3 all over 2. See it now? Now, the other one, you have your 2 plus minus. Now, the square root of 4 is 2. So, 2 times the square root of this will also give us 4. Root 3 over 2. You see it now? I got this. I said 2. I brought it down. Your positive negative sign comes down. Your 2 times the root 4. Root 4 here is 2. So 2 times that 2 give us 4. 4 root 3 all over these 2. Now, if you watch now, there's a common factor here. We get a common factor. Then the common factor here now is 2. The common factor here is 2. So you become 2, open the bracket. 2 into 2 is 1. Plus or minus. You say 2 into 4 is what? 2. Root 3. Then all over 2. Now, what we do, we say this cancel this. When these two cancel these twos, what's remaining now? To be 1 plus minus 2 root 3. So this is our answer.